What is up, Best Ones Worldwide? It's the Best One Donnie here with my 2024 WWE Mattel Elite Top 10 list. If you're not a Best One yet already, and you want to watch me rebuild my collection, watch me review toys, and live my nostalgic memories, recommend you guys to hit that subscribe button now, turn on the post notifications, because of course you already know, the grind is real. During the end of 2023, I did a top 10 wrestling figure video, but this year we're going to change things up, because we are going to be categorizing these figures. I'm going to do a whole separate video for WWE Ultimates, Main Events, Funko Pops, and even the AEW / Ring of Honor Jazzware figures. But today we are going to be covering all the WWE Elite figures that Mattel has released, and I gotta break it down, give you guys my top 10 of my favorite figures we got in 2024. So, with that being said, let's get it. The grind is real. Before we start the countdown, let me show you guys the honorable mentions. Figures that almost made the top 10 list. Starting things off with the honorable mentions, we have Elite 107 Cora Jade, one of the more underrated women figures of the year. And this came out like in the beginning of 2024. I just think that this is a great representation of the character, and it's a good looking figure. And then the next women's figure that we do got to give an honorable mention has got to be this Elite Chelsea Green. I just think that this is a great looking figure. And like, I think that they did a great job this year, like overall when it comes to like the women figures. But out of the two, I got to give it to Chelsea, and I have to also give it to Cora. Another honorable mention, got to give it to this Greatest Hits Series 6 Undashing Cody Rhodes. I think that this has been one of the better re-release figures this year. I actually love the original one back in the day, but they absolutely upgraded this, like with like the designs on the jacket, and it just looks so much better than the old one. And it's kind of refreshing to not get an American Nightmare figure. Another honorable mention has got to be this No Yeet Jimmy Uso. I think that this is another great Elite figure, especially because a couple years ago we got that J&J figure, and they have massively upgraded the Jimmy. They've gotten so much better with his figures. Like, look at that one right there compared to this one here in the Elite 114. If that Jey Uso had the pinless legs, I probably would like that more, and the crop top shirt. But yeah, this Jimmy, they really did a great job here, and I gotta give that a honorable mention. So our next honorable mention, we gotta give it to my boy, Trick Williams. His first time in the line figure, an Elite 113. I really like this figure a lot because it does have like the white gear going on, and I love like when they do make like white gear wrestling figures. And Trick Williams is just one of my favorite guys right now in NXT. And I think that the figure is great. Next figure that we got to give an honorable mention to is the Build-A-Figure for the Monday Night War Series 3. And that is the Disciple. I think that this is one of the cooler Build-A-Figures that we got this year in the WWE Mattel line. And I never thought in a million years we would get a Disciple. Or hell, even that Dusty Rhodes. But I gotta give it to Disciple here. Just a really cool Build-A-Figure. And one of my more favorite Monday Night War figures. We got quite some Attitude Era figures to give an honorable mention to. And starting off, we gotta go with the Headbangers here. These are figures that I've been wanting for a very long time now in the wave. So I am excited that we finally got those this year. And I also got to give an honorable mention to this from the vault, D-Generation X Shawn Michaels here. Another great figure that they did a re-release for. And then I got to give one to a very underrated one, I think, that came out this year, a part of the Legend series, and that is Nation of Domination Farouk. It's about time we got him. And they finally fixed the skin tone and everything, which makes this figure so freaking good. Also got to give honorable mention to this Booker T that was a part of the SmackDown Anniversary 4-pack here. It also did come with the Stone Cold Steve Austin, a Ruthless Aggression Eddie, and John Cena. But I don't know, I just really like this Booker T a lot, and this is one of the more iconic scenes from the Attitude Era. Another figure we got to give an honorable mention to is 3-Minute Warning, Jamal and Rosie. These I thought were some very good figures, and I never thought we would ever get 3-Minute Warning. But really excited that we got these, and even Jakks Pacific didn't even make these two. So to have a Rosie and a Jamal finally in the collection, that's got to be an honorable mention. Another honorable mention figure we have here for the Elite Figures has got to be this Legends Greatest Hits King Booker. Great figure. Starting the countdown at number 10, I picked WWE Elite Royal Rumble Build a Great Khali Hurricane figure. And this one here, I really enjoyed this one a lot. I know a while back we got that WWE Elite 73 Hurricane that was more Ruthless Aggression, but I've been wanting like an Attitude Era Hurricane for a while now, and I really think that they hit the nail on the head here with this figure. Like, I love, like, the design here with the cape. Like, I think that they did a great job, like, making this figure stand out. And I was really excited about this one, which is something that I do consider into my top 10 is how excited I am for a figure to come out and if it does deliver. And this one definitely delivered. And now Molly Holly is not alone because, stand back, there's a hurricane coming through. So, at number 9... we have the Monday Night Wars Series 4 Stone Cold Steve Austin. And my goodness, I love this street attire Austin. Like, I remember this exact moment. Added the handcuffs that came with Big Boss Man to really sell this because I remember him attacking Vince and then getting arrested in these jorts, in this shirt. And for me, like, this Stone Cold, like, I really have enjoyed a lot of the promo attire Austins this year, but this one, to me, really stands out the most. Even though it does have, like, the pinless knees, which I don't like, I think that they really killed it here. And I also really like the watch mold that we got as well this year. Something new in our Mattel figures. And I also like the fact that there's no Velcro on the back of the shirt, which makes this even better. And this Stone Cold really stands out to me a lot. I think it could have been a little bit further if it had like a gold chain. That's the only thing that's missing on this Austin, but really like this Steve Austin, so we got him at number 9. At number 8, getting back into the Monday Night War series, I had to go with Kevin Nash, and this was more towards his WCW debut, when him and Scott Hall were taking over. And this is before the Bash at the Beach when Hulk Hogan revealed himself. And this is where Nash said, oh, this is where the big boys play, huh? And I just think that they did a great job here. Like, I love a lot of the promo attire figures that they came out with in 2024. And this Kevin Nash, like, this is a brand new head sculpt that they used. And I think that the cap really adds to it. He's got the plain black shirt. And I also really like the pants mold here because you also do have the pins in the knees. Something that I really like that we've kind of gotten away from this year, which sucks. But we got Kevin Nash at lucky 8. At number 7, we have WWE Elite 111 Sandman. First time in the line in the Mattel wave with WWE figures. We've gotten Jakks. We've even gotten DCW San Francisco Toy Makers. And we even got like WCW Toy Biz Sandmans. But we never got a Elite Sandman. Or even a basic or any Mattel Sandman until this year. And this is the figure that a lot of people were super excited about. I even got the Chase figure autographed by the Sandman at the big event in New York this year. But man, I think that this is just a great figure. Looks just like him. Love the barbed wire. Love like the details on the pants. And just the Kendall stick is just icing on the cake here. So we got Sandman at number 7. At number 6, I had to go with an Amazon 2-pack exclusive. And I know a lot of people didn't get their hands on this one. I was lucky enough to. And that is the WrestleMania 10 Razor Ramon. My goodness, this figure to me looks incredible. It is a fronter on my shelf. I have the ladder and everything displayed with him. I got him holding both Intercontinental Championships on both arms. Very iconic match with him and Shawn Michaels. Probably one of the greatest ladder matches of all time. That Shawn Michaels is also an incredible figure as well. But I think that, like, this Razor Ramon has got to be the best one that they've made for Scott Hall yet. And I just think that it's a little bit more different than the rest of the ones that we've gotten throughout the years. So I am very excited to add this one. And I've always loved the gear choice here, like the black and, like, the gold. And this is just a very iconic moment. Also, that friggin' packaging with, like, the moving X, similar to, like, the entrance at Madison Square Garden. Man, mwah, chef's kiss. Gotta go with Razor at number 6. So now we are getting into the top 5, and at number 5, I have the LWO 5-pack Mattel Creations exclusive, Zelina Vega. And this figure cannot go unnoticed. Like, this figure is incredible. Looks just like her. I love, like, the sparkle effects here on, like, the Puerto Rican flag. And, like, this figure, like, really is what sold me that 5-pack. The reason I spent $100 US on this was for this Zelina Vega. I think that this is an incredible figure of hers, and I think it blows that Queen Zelina figure, and probably a basic that I never even saw, out of the water. This has easily got to be number 5, and one of the better women figures overall in 2024. At number 4, I had to go with the WWE Elite Greatest Hits Series 6 Miz figure. And man, this figure back in the day, it was a part of a Toys R Us exclusive pay-per-view line. And this was one of my favorite Miz figures to use all time. And my goodness, the fact that, like, we finally got, like, a re-release and it's so much better than the older one, like, makes this easily for me number 4 on the list. And if I was, like, doing pictography and other stuff, like, I would be mad about this rubber jacket, and that probably would lose some points, but I display my figures on my DTOFs on my shelves, and I think that this looks really friggin' nice. So I gotta go with this Miz here at number 4. At number 3, one of the more harder figures to find in the area, and I actually had to pay second market prices on this one, and I'm glad I did because I have not seen any of this wave at all at my local Walmarts, and that is the Monday Night Wars Series 4 DDP. And it's not him in the dark jeans, it's the light jeans one, which is, I believe, harder to find for a lot of people. I haven't even seen Wave 4 at all at my Walmart, so I am very, very lucky that I was able to get this on the second market for a fair price. Like, I wish it was a little bit lower, I wish it was retail, but it is what it is. Sometimes you win some, you lose some. But yeah, this DDP, we've been wanting one for such a long time. And, like, I really enjoyed this, even though it doesn't have, like, the pins on the knees. I do really like this figure a lot. It does move pretty well. And I also really do like the bandage as well. I think that that's a nice little touch here for Diamond Dallas Page. But very excited to have this in my collection, and it definitely deserves to be at number 3. At number 2, this is another re-release. When this figure first came out in the early days of WWE Mattel, I loved using this figure. This is my favorite era of Kane, and that is, we got the From the Vault 2001 Hardcore Kane at number 2. This is such a perfect figure. This is my favorite Kane figure by far. And I think the other ones are just not even, like, discussions at all. But I just love this Kane. It looks so good. The hardcore title even looks good, which a lot of the times the Mattel titles are dog shit. But this one here actually looks really nice. And I just love the details all around on this Kane, especially like this gauntlet that he has on here. I think looks really good. And then I just always love this attire for Kane. And I think that they did a great job with like the true effects and like the double jointed elbows. And it even does have the pins on the knees. So this Kane does get number 2. My number 1 figure in 2024 has got to be the Ringside Collectibles exclusive WWE Defining Moments Pike Bomb CM Punk. This one takes the reins at number 1 because this is what I want when it comes to my Defining Moment figures. And this is one of my favorite lines to collect in the Mattel line, which one thing that really pisses me off is that luckily, this year in 2024, I got the opportunity to meet the best in the world, CM Punk, at Fanatic Fest. And this figure came out literally a month after I met him. So I am so bummed out that I wasn't able to get this signed by CM Punk. But I love my WWE Defining Moment figures, and I will get this signed eventually, one day by CM Punk, hopefully, because I do try to get my Defining Moment signed, which is why it is not out of the package. But this has got to be the best WWE Elite figure of 2024, and if you disagree with me, well, you can't get this on Ringside Collectibles. You have to pay the second market price. Just has all the bells and whistles. I love the Stone Cold shirt on him. I love the yellow and the black gear that he's wearing here. And I just love, like, the packaging. Like, on the back, like, you get the description of the night that CM Punk dropped that Pike Bomb. And this, to me, has got to be the best Elite figure. And I'm beating myself up every single day that I did not get 2 of these. I would love to have this CM Punk loosed, but I'll just wait until we get from the vault sometime in 2025 or maybe even 2026. So there you have it, guys. That is my top 10 WWE Mattel Elite figures of 2024. Let me know in the comment section below your list, because that's the cool thing about collecting is we all have different preferences when it comes to getting certain figures. We all have our own rules. And we all have different taste when it comes to different things. And I'm very curious to know like what you guys have on your list. If you guys enjoyed the video, make sure to smash that like button now. If you're not a best one yet already, recommend you guys to hit that subscribe button now. Turn on the post notifications because we got lots of top 10 videos coming out within the next couple of weeks to end off 2024. The link's down in the description box below. You can go follow me over on my social medias, and We Are Wrestling, all the links down below, and of course, to all the best ones out there worldwide, we are Take It Over. Peace.